Good morning, everybody. We gotta figure this thing out. Drive me nuts. All right, Todd, you heard me. If you're on at any point my husband and see this, I need your help. All right. Most of you, if you know me, know that I am a teacher and I only teach in the morning. But today, I have a doctor's appointment in an hour and a half in Monmouth, which means I have an hour to get ready, which means I'm already ready. I just need to put my face on. But I wanted to get on and share it with you. So I have primer. No, I just washed my face. I put rose water on. I put some of the night cream on because I have super dry skin right now. And hey Heather, hey Kim. And I'm about to put some primer on. I'm going to put two kinds. I'm going to put the Glorious, Touch Glorious all over my face, and then I'm going to put the Moodstruck Eye Primer on my eyes and around my eyes. Hey Ashley, good morning. So we'll start with a primer. Hey Kelly, good morning. Well, good evening to you. Just a little bit of primer, like pea or half. Hey Millie, silly Millie. Someone at Target asked her the other day, I said something about her being silly, and she goes, silly Millie. So I'm just gonna put the primer all over my face. How many more days do you have, Kelly? 3:30? Till you go on vacation. Shouldn't be very many more. Okay, so then I'm going to take the eye primer. Just a smidge. We leave on Wednesday. Ooh, that's so exciting. Okay, so just as a tip, you should always put anything that you're putting on your eyes with your ring fingers, because our ring fingers have the least amount of strength, which means they will be the lightest touch on the very softest part of your face, or the most tender part of your face, okay? Tip uno. It feels so weird not to have anybody here at the house and doing a live. It's so nice. All right. Hey, Tanya. All right. I am going to put some organza, mineral, liquid gold, really, on my face. I'm going to shake it up, squirt all the stuff out of my my bottle and my dropper. It comes in a glass dropper, so you just have to drop it on. And what I do is I drop it on, I put like a drop or two on my finger. And I stick it on my face. And then I buff it out with our powder concealer brush, which I love. It's dual-ended. It's the natural fibers. Anything with the darker fibers, I believe that's natural, is the synthetic. So, I was thinking this would be synthetic and this is natural. If I'm wrong, and you know, tell me, because I think that's right. Jeez, I always use eye primer, Kelly. You don't have to. You can just use regular primer on your eyes if you feel like that's too much. Primer's primer. Eye primer is a little more specifically made for your eyes. However, if you don't like the way it feels, you could be using too much or just you don't like it, and that's okay. You don't have to every time. I would suggest using the regular Glorious primer on your eyes then. Okay. We had a birthday party with my family yesterday for Millie, and it was so fun. Only had one sick family that couldn't come. Yeah, I love it too, Kelly. It's awesome. Hey, Erin. Hi, Laura. All right, so I think I have that all buffed in pretty well. And I think I usually do my eyebrows next. Let's see if I can find... Hey, Angel. There it is. I'm going to draw my eyebrows on with an eyebrow pencil. And then I'm going to put, I've been using, okay, tip number 2. When you are sharpening a pencil, twist the sharpener, not the pencil. It sharpens way faster and a much better tip, and you waste so much less. Okay. And unfortunately, I don't have a Younique eye pencil right now. Not because I don't want one, just because I have a plethora of like the perfect color already. And so until that's gone, I'm gonna be using this. All right, I'm gonna try and use my regular mirror. Hey, Papa. I have no eyebrows. Hey, Bruce. Good Monday morning to everybody. Okay, so I've drawn my eyebrows on, and now I am going to grab the next best thing to our eyebrow palette is a Splurge Cream Shadow in the color, oh my god, I picked it up, Faithful. It's this really gorgeous brown matte color, and I take the same brush that I would use to put my eyebrows on. This is the Brow Artist brush. It's flat on this side and then it's arched on this side, and what's great about the matte Splurge Cream Shadow is it's not too dark for my particular eyebrow color, and I think it's easier to put on, and I also think, it's my own personal preference, I think it looks a little more natural for me. But that's just my personal opinion. Nothing against the eyebrow palette, but this is my new favorite. So I'm just going to dip it in here. Get a little bit on there. And I'm just going to fill in my brows. And I know I've done a tutorial on eyebrows before with my my eyebrow palette, and I used to do them really messy and then clean them up, and I don't feel like I have to do that with this particular method. So it saves me a little bit of time too. So, what do you think? Not bad. I like it. Do the other eye. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jennifer. I was just telling everybody when I got on, I don't usually get this chance to get on in the morning by myself, during the week particularly. I've got a doctor's appointment later this morning, so I dropped the kids off at their prospective places and thought, I'll just do a live when I get ready, and then everybody can see me. And I don't have to worry about Millie wanting to get in here and put lipstick on. Not that I don't love her assistance. But a little quiet time is always nice. And put a little bit more. Okay, so eyebrows are done. Didn't take much time at all. And what's nice about this particular shadow is it goes on as a cream but dries to a powder, and since we put that eye primer on, it's not going anywhere. Okay, and what I'd like to do next is my brushes. I probably should have gotten something to wipe these off with, but that's okay. I'm going to take my cream shadow brush and I'm going to grab the color Victorious. If I can find it. I have a slight obsession with the cream shadows. Victorious is a really pretty neutral, just a flesh color really. That's the best way to explain it. It's not really flesh, it's like a creamy light tan. It's a perfect neutral color. And I'm gonna put this all over my lid, especially underneath my brows. And if I had made any mistakes with my eyebrows, I can use that to sharpen up the lines of my brows. But as you can see, I have a lot of discoloration, so instead of putting concealer or something up there, I don't need to with this. I just put this on. Morning, Kylie. I missed you when you popped up. With cream shadows, you just kind of want to press it into your lid. Can you see the difference between my non-splurge side? Just evens everything out so nicely. So like I said, we had a birthday party for Millie for all of our family, and so we had both sides of our families come. Todd's mom and dad came, and his sister and my brother-in-law, and then my other brother-in-law and wife, they have a little sickie at home, so they couldn't make it, unfortunately. But then my twin sister, Bum Bum, came with her family, and my mom came. It was so nice to have everybody together. Okay. Cream shadow, done. Well, Victorious anyway. And I am going to wear... I'm going to finish out my eyes before I do anything else, and then I'm going to do the rest of my concealer and stuff, okay? I'm going to take the color Mysterious, which is one of our metallic colors that I believe you can still get. I'm going to take the same cream brush. I'm just going to dip it in and grab some on both sides of my little brush there. And I'm going to put it on the lid. And grab some more, put it on the other side. Just as you know, I wasn't aware of this either. Each one, whether it's a metallic, a matte, or a shimmer, I always thought they were dried out. They're not dried out. They're just different consistencies in each little container. So the metallic will have one, the shimmer will have another texture, and then the matte has another texture. Just be aware of that when you buy it. They're not dry. Don't send them back. They just have different textures. And I was not aware of that until recently myself. I always thought maybe I just got one that was an older one, but it's not. I just spritz it with a little rose water and it's golden. I'm putting this mysterious color all over my lid. Good morning, Ingrid. Okay, so I've just got this all over my lid. I've got Victorious as a base. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab some Rapturous, which is a really pretty dark purple, like eggplant color. And it is a matte. So it won't look like, I'm just going to put it won't look like the Rapturous, because Rapturous will pick up some of the light and it will kind of shimmer in the light. But this being a base or a flat color won't. But I'm just going to grab a little bit of this and I'm going to put it in the corners of my eyes. Just to darken it up a little bit. Did everybody have a good weekend? Hi, Allison. Allison and I worked together for Younique, and we were going to plan on doing a dual live, and we kind of let that fall through, didn't we? Too much going on. Okay, so if you can tell, I've just got that dark Rapturous right there in the corner of my eye. And I'm going to grab a little bit more and do the other side, and then I'm going to blend it so they're not quite so harsh on the edges. And you just press that in. And dab right where you want it. I always try to make them look similar, but they don't usually. I gotta work on it a little bit. For those of you who have never used a cream shadow, these are the easiest things in the world to use. Even like I say that I don't get them to eat. It's not because of the product, it's the person who's doing it. But they're so easy to apply and to move around and to blend. They go on as a cream and then they dry as a powder, and then you just take a blending brush or a crease brush and smooth out the edges and you're done. I mean, they're foolproof. They're so great. See how nice and easy that is? You just blend it right out and they're so beautiful. And hey, Jessica. So easy. And they don't crease, they don't get chunky. And with this eye primer that I put on, it'll last literally all day long. Like I won't want to take it off tonight when I go to bed. Okay. So I'm going to leave what's left on my brush. I'm not going to clean it off. I'm going to do underneath my eyes here real quickly with some concealer, and then we'll finish up my look, okay? My eye look. Okay, so I'm going to use some Mineral Touch Skin Protecting concealer in the color, I don't want to use that color. Organza, which is the same color as my foundation. And I'm just going to put some, there's like a million different ways you can put it on. It's to your own liking how you do it. I don't even do it the same every day, but because we're in somewhat of a hurry, I'm just gonna put a little bit on my ring finger, and I'm gonna rub it between my ring fingers and let it kind of warm up to my skin for just a second. And I don't know about you, but I've got some under eye wrinkles that I don't want to highlight, so I am going to press that on and kind of do a V. You can see that. And I'm going to go right up to my eye where that eyeshadow is and clean that up while I'm at it. But I don't want to put too much right underneath my eye where those wrinkles are. But I want to highlight my non-existent cheekbones as well at the same time. So I'm going to put it on to where when it warms up a little bit more, I can just dab it in there, and then it won't highlight those wrinkles, but it will cover up my circles, but at the same time kind of highlight my cheekbones too. I'm going to put some right here. There's that. I'm just going to let that soak in for just a second. And I'm going to grab that dual-ended brush again, and I'm going to kind of dab and sweep that across underneath my eye. It's so crazy how quiet it is in here. So nice. I almost wish I didn't have to go to the doctor today. Hey, Kathy. Okay, so I've put that on underneath my eyes. My circles are concealed. I've got a couple blemishes here and there. I get, if I blow my nose or I get any kind of a cold or a sinus issue, I get breakouts with cold sores. It's really great. And from time to time, I've got to be really careful about how I touch my face or how I use my brushes or anything like that. So I have to be really careful right now. They're all in the healing stages, so I don't have to worry too much about that right now. But I know I'm not the only one in the world that gets these, but besides not having a tooth here and getting those right there on my face, I'll either get them on my nose, in my nose, on my mouth. It's really embarrassing. But I know it's the way life goes, so I can't complain about it. Just got to move on. Okay, so I blended all that out. I'm going to grab some, the next really cool thing I love the most is our Mineral Touch Pressed Powder, okay? And this is also in the color Organza. And it comes with a little sponge applicator. You can use the sponge or you can use the powder brush that you just got done using. I'm just going to go ahead and press some underneath my eyes with the sponge brush. The sponge that comes with it. And then I'll loose powder kind of like the rest of my face. One of my friends wanted to have the loose powder, but I think we're discontinuing the loose powder. I'm not really sure what's going on. We haven't got anything official, so don't take my word on it. But the color she wants hasn't been in for a really long time. So I said, take your brush, excuse me, and the pressed powder, and just rub it in there like you would loose powder. And then you can buff it on like you would loose. And you'll still get the same coverage. And you'll have the color that you want. So if any of you want loose powder, but we don't have it in stock, know that you can always use the pressed powder as loose powder. It's a little different, but it still works. I like it. Okay, so I've got that covered. Now I want to take my blush brush, and I'm going to take our Beachfront Bronzer in the color Hermosa. I just love saying that word, Hermosa. I don't know what it is. I'm going to take it, and there's a shiny, there's two sides to it. I just dab it in wherever. Tap off the extra. And I put some right here where I would want, you can kind of see where I have a cheekbone, but there's not much there. So I'm going to put some there, and then I'm going to run it right there by my ear and then down my jawline. And I'll go right here and right there to kind of highlight that little area. Kind of want it to look like a 3. So 1, 2, 3, right? Okay. You can even do a little bit of contouring right here with what's left. A little bit there. Love this stuff. Okay. And then I'm going to take our Mineral Pressed Blusher in the color Sweet. This is my new favorite. It's really pretty. Just really light, pale. And you really don't need much of this. It's so pigmented. I just put it in there, tap it off, and then I just tap it from the middle of my cheekbone over. Okay. Put a little bit there. Okay, that's all the blusher you need. Okay, and just for a little extra highlight, I use our Touch a la Mode Powder Luminizer, and I have it in the color Benevolent. There's several different colors. I only use just a smidge, and Millie got her hands on this when I first started doing lives. Because I didn't know how to use it. Now that I know how to use it a little bit better, I don't like it that she wasted some of it. So I just kind of put this right along the edge of my cheekbone area, just to give it a little shimmer highlight there. And I'll put a little bit down here on my nose. Can you see that? So then I have a nice little glow to my face. And then the last part of what I'll do is I'll grab my kabuki brush and I'll just kind of blend all of that pretty gorgeous stuff together. Okay? And then we'll finish the eyes because the rest of my face, besides lip stuff, is done. Excuse me. I'm going to grab that crease brush that I had earlier, and I'm just going to pull a little bit of that purple down underneath my eyes. I didn't put any more product on, I just used what was left on my brush. And then I'm not going to put eyeliner or anything on, I'm just going to finish up with mascara, with my Epic mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes a little bit first. And I'll put that. Oh wait, before I do that, I have one more thing I want to do. Okay, we have this. They are going to be getting rid of this. This is what they are discontinuing. It's the Minerals Powder Concealer, and this is the color Fresh. If you need one of these, you need to get it now, because once it's gone, and I'm not kidding. It is, I use it almost every single day to highlight my lids, to highlight my under area. Okay, I don't use it as concealer, I use it as a shadow, and it's amazing. So I'll take my deluxe brush and just kind of tap it in there, the loose on there. And I'm going to highlight right here underneath my bone, my eyebrow bone, my brow bone. And you'll never run out of it, at least not very quickly, so if you want one, this is the best. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my blender brush and just kind of swipe that across. And we're done with that. So now we'll do our mascara and then we'll be done. Does anybody have questions about what I put on or how I used it or anything like that while I'm on? Okay, trick number 3, when you put your mascara on, roll it at the base of your lashes and it helps separate and coat them. Hi guys, good morning, it's Monday. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit more mascara on the top and then a little bit on the bottom, and then we'll be done with our eyes, and I'll recap what I used real quick. Everybody have a good weekend? Anything fun going on? Hi, Sue. I cleaned my little butt off yesterday and then had my whole family over. That was fun. We hadn't gotten together with my twin sister. She's going through chemo, and so if anyone's sick around her, she can't be around them because she has no immune system, right? So we hadn't actually gotten together as a family since about a week after Thanksgiving. So we hadn't had Christmas, we hadn't seen each other over New Year's, so it's only, you know, most of the way through January and we still hadn't seen each other. So we did our birthday Christmas exchange last night, which was nice. Finally got that. You know, and I always wish, she only lives an hour away, and now that she lives on this side of the country, she used to live in Portland, I wish she lived even closer, because even now an hour seems ridiculous. But it's okay. She's only an hour away. I gotta keep telling myself, only an hour. That's nothing. Well, for me, it's like 45 minutes. Okay, the greatest thing about Epic Mascara, besides the fact that it, even the first time you pull it out of the tube and put it on, it's amazing. You can just keep building on top of it, which is really great. You just put more on your brush and just keep touching the edges of your eyelashes, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Awesome. Okay, so just to recap on what we used today, I used Organza Liquid Foundation, Organza Skin Perfecting Concealer, and Organza Pressed Powder for my face. And then I used Hermosa Beachfront Bronzer and the Minerals Pressed Blusher in Sweet, and a la Mode Powder Luminizer in Benevolent. On my eyes, I used Victorious Splurge Cream Eyeshadow, which is just a very pale neutral color. And then I used our Mysterious, which is a new metallic color. And then I topped that off with, another splurge in Rapturous, a really pretty purple. And then I highlighted my brow with our Mineral Concealer in Color Fresh, which I suggest, if you want this, to go get it, because it will not be available much longer. They are discontinuing this product, and it will not be available anymore. So get a couple. I'm going to. And then for my brows, I actually used a Splurge Cream Shadow 2 in Faithful, which is in the kit this month. It's this gorgeous brown color. And then Epic Mascara. It's truly epic. Any questions? Anybody interested in any of the products I talked about today, or interested in the amazing kits that are available for the next couple weeks? We have one for skincare, and then we have one that's all about eyes. So most of the things I talked about today are examples of things that you can find in those kits. Excuse me. So have a great day. Let me know if I can help you. Just comment below on when I post this, and I would be more than happy to help you. Have a great Monday. Enjoy your day, and I will talk to you soon.